Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. I'll take good morning also. So while I'm waiting for people to say hi, oh, there we go. I got hello, hello, hello. So please send your hellos if you want. Oh, and oh, good, I get more hellos. Hello. Also, if you want, I know it's early. I think it's presumptuous when people are like, "Give me a thumbs up and subscribe," and they say it like 1 second into something. But if you know me, you know you're gonna like this live stream. Please give it a thumbs up now or as soon as you do know, so that it helps YouTube show it to more people. So my name is Janet Wright, and I am an energy healer, reader, and teacher. And this is going to be a group energy healing where I heal 100 people that prepaid on my website. A fee that is as small as I can make it, and it's going to be a good healing. It's going to be a very good healing. It's the second in the set of 3 healings that they all share the same theme. So 2 days ago I did a healing, and then today we're doing one, and then in another 2 days on Tuesday we'll be doing the third of the 3. So if you don't know me, you're very welcome to watch. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So I will be healing a specific group of 100 people, whether or not they watch, because I have their names, and those are the people I'm going to be healing. But I do explain what I'm doing as I do it. So it works as a good walkthrough for anyone else who wants to listen live or later as a video and use it as a walkthrough. So everyone's welcome to say hello in the beginning and how they feel at the end. You know, even if you're not getting the healing from me, but you're healing yourself, you know, at the end, feel free to say, healed myself, and how was it for you? That's fine, you're welcome. So this healing is going to be for 100, I'm going to be healing 100 participants in 11 different countries. So hi, everybody. And I forgot on Friday to say hello, especially to the kids that I'll be healing. I'll be healing 8 kids. So some of them may watch at some point. So hello, 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 hello. I wish I had gotten energy healings as a kid. I think that's super cool. Super, super cool. So the theme of the healing, as usual, the healing becomes much, much bigger than the actual stated theme. But the theme is inspiration, focus, clarity, taking action, also motivation. So it's a lot about upper chakra stuff, the theme, because inspiration is 7th chakra largely. Vision, clarity is sort of like 7th and 6th. Focus is more 7th. Motivation is definitely 4th. Taking action is 3rd. So you kind of have to get these all really nice in order to nail the whole, wanting to do something, really, being inspired to do it, wanting to do it, and actually doing it. So the theme requires us to have these chakras in really, really good shape, which we will do. But then we're going to do more than that, just because I feel like it takes a lot these days, particularly because we have a global pandemic going on, and that triggers everybody. And so energy safety is more important than usual, meaning that people get triggered and throw energy around when they're triggered, and so then you can get your aura ripped up. And so it's more important than usual to just have nice flowing whole aura and grounding that's really well functioning, and your chakras in good shape. So We have some really cool techniques that we did on Friday that we're going to do again today. The angels were actually really excited about that. I found out after I work with the angels to design the healing, but I think because in the Friday healing, we healed and repaired all major and minor chakras. Minor chakras meaning including all acupuncture points in the physical body, which is like their energy centers, like all over the physical body that are acupuncture points, like in your feet, in your hands, I mean, in the back of your head, everywhere. And so we healed and repaired all of those, as well as all your major chakras that people normally talk about. And then we healed and repaired all the energy channels of the body and spirit. And we did all the Wei Chi work, which is for strong boundaries energy. We repaired Wei Chi auras and also the rings in the Wei Chi auras, which helped strengthen them even more. So that was like strong boundaries stuff. And then we did this thing, which we're going to do again today, about like sending out these basically positive, inspiring waves of energy, just using the angel network that already exists. And so that I'm calling conflict resolution ripple effect. So we did that, and the angels were really excited about that combo of all those techniques together, the effect that it had on everybody. It looked like everybody, like the night after that healing, I mean, if you're not familiar with this term, it might sound funny, but everybody got upgraded an astral level. Like in your sleep, your spirit goes to the astral, and not the whole astral is open to you. I mean, there are levels where you're just not evolved enough to be there yet. And so, but there are plenty of really healing levels that everyone can be access to. It's not like you're barred from something that you need. So there's always good astral levels for you that you can really learn and be safe in and all that in your sleep with your angels. But everybody kind of, whatever level they had access to already, they got access to an extra astral level. Just because of that combo of the safety techniques plus the repairing and how just the techniques kind of supported each other, the safety and the unblocking together, and how thorough it was, like thorough safety, thorough unblocking and repairing. So anyway, so that's why we're gonna do that combination, that same combination that we did on Friday. We're gonna do it today. The only thing I missed when I did that combination on Friday was the unblock. The energy channels, they have a protective force field around them, and I forgot to repair that. So we're gonna do that too. We repaired the energy channels, all the energy channels, in your body and your spirit, but there's an actual red protective force field around those energy channels that can get damaged. And if you repair them, it just keeps them more robust and less likely to get damaged sooner. So we're going to stick that in as well, repairing the protective force fields around all your energy channels. So, the good karma windows may or may not, that's on the maybe list for today. We may or may not have room for that. Because we are going to do a little bit more explicit theme related stuff. I'm going to kind of see in the moment, but it might be relating to the mind, healing the mind, or it might be, it'll definitely be bringing in energy from that you've had trouble bringing in. So like that call back, bring in type idea where you call energy back to you that you've left somewhere or someone took from you or whatever. And then also to bring in the new energy that you made in your sleep that you haven't been able to bring in. We're going to help you to bring that in. So we're definitely going to do that. And that helps with inspiration and taking action and all that. So that'll be very theme related, the call back, bring in stuff. And we're going to explicitly clear energy blocks too. This is Bambi, my cat, one of my cats. We're going to explicitly clear energy blocks as well that are in the way that just get triggered whenever you try to take action on a certain thing. So, hi, Bambi. How many times are you gonna walk around here? Oh, sorry about that, guys. Bambi really wants to say hi. Okay, so I'm going to catch up on the hellos, and then we're going to get started because we have so much to do. Oh, and just another heads up for newbies. If you're new to energy work or new just to my stuff, all those little terms I just used may not make a lot of sense. But I would just encourage you to keep listening anyway. Just kind of enjoy the healing. And you can always post questions later as a save when it's a saved video. And that also leads me to another thing too, is that at the end we won't have as much of a lengthy post your question thing at the end of this live stream, because we're going to do a whole extra live stream after this today. Anyone that wants to, I'll be doing it. A Q&A live stream, which will be an hour long. And it's a good opportunity for anybody that wants to ask me like energy healing, meditation questions, any questions about spirituality, anything you don't understand. Even, you know, real life scenarios like, oh, I got so angry and I didn't know what to do. What should I have done? You know? So that'll be a good thing. And that is happening, I would say it's going to start probably about an hour and 35 minutes from now. We'll see. It's a tentative start time based on how long this takes. But that is already a separate live stream event listed on my YouTube channel. And that'll happen today. And I'm excited. So that's a good time for you to post questions that you might have for me about whatever that you want me to take a look at. So I'm going to say my hellos. Hello, hi, hi, hello, hi, Janet. Hello, hello, hi, hi. Flowers, smiley faces, thank you. Hi. Hello, hi, 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 hi. Thank you, everybody. You're so nice. So cute. Let's see. Yeah, I think I said it all. So, oh, and if you don't have a nice beverage, you know, if you feel like you need more hydration, go ahead and get yourself some herbal tea or something, or some water. Something to drink while you're meditating. It's not required. I just figure most people don't drink enough. Yes, and we have someone from Torrelodones, Madrid. Torrelodones. That's right. And we have people from all over the world. So hello to everybody watching. Okay, so we're gonna have a quiet moment as I say hello to the 100 people I'm going to be healing on a spirit level. Just because some of them are doing all sorts of things right now, and I want to make sure their spirits are like, oh yeah, it's time. So that'll take me a minute to just say hi to everybody again. So if you want to just, you know, breathe, enjoy your beverage, maybe journal for a sec, or just think to yourself, get a sense of your energy, and we'll start very soon. Okay, great. So I'm all ready. Thanks for your patience there. So first, we're going to do the basics that I would always recommend anybody do, like on a daily basis, would be aura repair and unblocking grounding. So that's what we're going to do for starters. And as a healer, I use a lot my hands, and I would suggest that everybody do that. Everybody has hand chakras, big ones in the palm of your hand, one big one in the palm of each hand, and then there's one in each fingertip too, which I call fingertip chakras. And they generate a lot of energy as well. So you just set your intention that these are gonna generate gold light, because they can generate any vibration, these energy centers. And so you just kind of set them to generate gold light. Because metallic gold, it's a higher vibration, so it sort of like stirs things up a little, helps things loosen, but it's not too high as to be like uncentering or something. So I like to imagine a copy out in front of me, and so you can do that too if you want. Just imagine your aura, a bubble for your aura, and then go ahead and wash it out with the gold light. And with aura repair, we specifically think of, or Bambi's in my way. We specifically think of any damage that might be present in your aura, and you go ahead and wash it out with the gold light. So even if you can't see energy, you know, when I started, I couldn't see energy at all. For a while. So you can still do really good energy work without seeing. So just have your intention be that you're using the gold light to wash out the ripped parts of your aura, the damaged parts. And I've talked about this before, but healing is part of what makes healing work is that the gold light does its job, but also that you stay out of the way, like that you breathe, you're centered, you're just mentally more ready for change to occur by getting out of resistance. Just kind of, so as you work, try to breathe, try to calm yourself, try to stay here, but also relax. So not like far away, floaty, floaty, relax, like really here, I'm in the zone, relaxed. So what are we doing right now? We're doing aura repair. And we should, as we're still doing that, we should also do grounding. Just to make sure your grounding is nice and wide. I always suggest that grounding be as wide as your whole aura. So as wide as the heel of your palm of your hand, that would be how wide your aura is if it's not smushed, and if you're generating all the energy you could possibly need, that would be, your aura would be that wide, this wide. So then I would suggest your grounding be that wide as well, because I mean it's free, you know, it's not like you get charged by the inch or something, right? So just make it nice and wide, red or orange or yellow, going all the way down to the core of the earth. A lot of people, the frowning healing worked very, very well for. There was really just a handful of people on their surveys that said that they did have some kind of an issue, either temporarily or, you know, for a whole day. And if they did, it was because their grounding got blocked. So your grounding can get narrow and blocked, so it's not releasing energy for you, and then you're just sitting on all this triggered energy, and it's very unpleasant. So you don't want that, right? You want a nice strong waterfall that's wide, and it stays wide all the way down to the center of the earth. And let's go ahead and we did talk extra on Friday about melting energy blocks in the grounding. Let's do more of that. Just imagine, you know, whatever, they can seem like rocks, you know, the energy blocks in your grounding, rocks or boxes or books, hard things. And you want to melt those with gold light. And as usual with energy work, you don't want to like push yourself too hard. You want to just kind of relax into it. So just think of the energy blocks, imagine them, and just surround them in lots of gold light. Let the gold light permeate the energy blocks and let them melt. You can think about letting go. It's okay to let go. You can even kind of have fun with it and, you know, like sort of sweep all your energy blocks to one spot and then melt them right there. And then sweep your energy blocks over somewhere else in your grounding and then melt them all there. Sweep them over somewhere else and then melt them there. I mean, you should keep it fun and interesting. Because if you get bored with your energy work, what happens is you tend to cut corners. And you're like, yeah, I did that. Yeah, that's good enough. Yeah, that's good enough. And then later you're like, what's wrong with me? I can't figure it out, you know, because you kind of skipped some steps, you know, or skipped some clearing. So go ahead and maybe you have some energy blocks in your grounding that prevent you from feeling inspiration, clarity, focus, or prevent you from taking action, or prevent you from feeling motivated. So let's imagine that. What are the energy blocks in your grounding that they could be triggering, and they could be just suppressing you somehow, or weighing you down somehow, blocking you up somehow, so it's harder for you to take action. So go ahead and melt those blocks. Anything in the way of your inspiration, clarity, focus, taking action, motivation. Melt those out of your grounding. Okay, good job, guys. So let's finish up the aura repair, because now with that nice super flowing grounding, super unblocked grounding, aura repair should be easier to finish. And I sort of switched into working the top of the aura, the upper part of the aura, just unblocking that a little bit extra, right above the head. So from, you know, say here's the top of your aura, so this whole space right here. So you just imagine a copy out in front of you and comb through it whichever way you want, and just imagine any blocks that you're gonna melt those with gold light. So like it could be, you know, like a stack of rocks, or it could be flowing, and then there's a rock here, and then there's more flow there, or it could be like a big stack of books the whole way up. So just melt any blocks in the top part of your aura. And again, think about letting go. It's okay. I can let go. I can relax. We're going to scoot in some, I should take notes because we're bouncing around. Should take notes for later, because later I do put a text summary in the info section of the video. So we did aura repair, we did unblock grounding, we just unblocked the upper part of the aura, We could do above the top of the aura again, but I don't think people need it so much right now. Now I want to do layers 1 and 2 in they're closest to you in your aura. I want to just help people expand those a little bit and unblock those. So for those of you that have issues with anger or worry or fear or sadness, this is definitely good for you, good for everybody, but you know, you might need to really do it. Because second layer is for emotional wellness. Second layer is generated by your second chakra and below the belly button, like about an inch, and it has to do with emotional wellness and sensory things like taste and smell and enjoyment of all that, and even sexuality for those older than 13 or 14. But anyway, so that's the second layer. So it would help you to not have, it would help you release the negative, the sort of stuck anger or stuck sadness that you might have. And then the first layer closest to the skin, it helps you feel courageous, helps you feel safe, helps you manifest abundance and financial stability. So anyway, so those are the 2 layers I want to focus on a little bit, just because people need that. I'm going to unblock, especially at the very bottom and the very top. So like right here, first and second layer, and then right here, first and second layer of the aura. Because if you get the top and the bottom unblocked, a lot of times that's all you need, and the whole layer just instantly pops open and expands. Open, not in a like a vulnerable way, just I mean that it expands, unblocks really well. So how does this have to do with the theme, you know, doing this to help people with emotions and help people with courage and financial stability? Well, it's just good anyway, but it helps too, because sometimes emotional dramas can get in the way of you feeling inspired and taking action on projects that are meaningful to you. You can just waste time and energy being frustrated at somebody, and then because you're so stuck in your anger, you could be throwing energy at them, and therefore they're throwing energy at you, and you start this big draining, depleting energy thing that's happening, maybe even without you consciously realizing it. So if we get really all the layers nice and flowing, it's going to help you focus on healthier pursuits. I had this one client, and she put in her survey that she was mad at her mom and, you know, somebody else for being in her space, and and she was whacking her mom and this other person, and then they were whacking her back, and of course they were already in her space, and so it was just this big mess and this big drama. Whereas if you notice somebody's in your space, don't get, I mean, mad like to a teeny level is okay, because then you're like, oh, okay, I realize this is a big deal. You know, it's sort of like an inner alarm system. But beyond that, you know, just get smart and, you know, get centered and figure out, you know, how are you blocked and uncentered enough that that's even possible, that someone could be in your space, and, you know, take care of it. You know, don't hurt anybody, don't throw energy at anybody, don't lose your time and energy being frustrated about it. Just get smart. Go into your 6th and your 7th, use intuition, be in all chakras, but extra here and here, and just take action in a very, you know, karmically clean, centered way. Don't be like, I'm mad at them because they're in my space, you know. So anyway, we're working the inner 2 layers. Why? Because we don't want fear to get in the way. We don't want anger and sadness to get in the way. We just want to have we want to have the upside of these 2 layers, which would be courage, safety, and abundance from the first layer, and then emotional wellness and stability from the second layer. And at the bottom, just under the feet, there are energy blocks that are just a little stubborn for most people. So I'm just spending a little extra time right here under the feet, right under the feet. So you can imagine that part of your aura right under your feet, and just imagine any energy blocks that you were going to leave there, but you don't have to. You can melt them. Have your angels help you even. Angels, can you help me melt these energy blocks under my feet? Okay, now we're going to transition into the Wei Chi Aura work, which we did again on Friday. And like I said, that's part of the safety stuff that the angels were so excited about. So we're going to heal and repair the Wei Chi Auras to the extent that's healthy and gentle to do right now. And we're going to heal and repair the Wei Chi Aura rings, which are these gold rings at the top and the bottom and the back and the front of each of these Wei Chi Auras. So you have 15 Wei Chi Auras. You can just imagine them all in one place out in front of you. So it just looks like one bubble, really, all your 15 Wei Chi Auras. And you just use the gold light, just like you did with the other kind of aura repair, to repair these auras, these 15 Wei Chi Auras that you have. This Wei Chi energy, it's a part of your like spiritual self-defense energy, like strong boundaries energy that you have as a spirit. And so, unlike the first aura repair that we did to the regular auras, the astral body and the physical body aura, this aura repair, you definitely want to just have the intention be that you're only going to heal and repair what's healthy and gentle to do right now. Because these auras are I don't know, it's like I was going to say they're a bigger deal than the regular auras, but that's a weird way of looking at it. It's just that these auras, there's definitely a pacing to it. You can have rips, easily have rips and blockages in these auras that you've had for many, 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 many lifetimes. And so that's why you want to have that healthy and gentle. So it's really great to do this kind of repair work and repair your Wei Chi auras, but with that intention that you're only doing what's good to do right now. And that way you can just do more later. Deep breath. Just let the gold light do the work. Don't try too hard. And you can imagine some stagnant energy or stuck energy or hard energy in these Wei Chi auras that is healthy and gentle to melt right now. And just go ahead and melt that stuck energy. And sometimes people get more damage to their regular auras up top and in the back. And if you repair your Wei Chi auras in those spaces, in those places up top and in the back, those Wei Chi auras help to protect the rest of you, you know, the regular auras. So just imagine the top and the back of your Wei Chi auras and heal those extra. Again, still to the extent that's healthy and gentle to do right now, but you can imagine some rips that are healthy and gentle to repair right now, and go ahead and repair those. Okay. And then let's just double check that your regular grounding. just, you know, that goes up as high as your third chakra all the way around, and then goes all the way down to the center of the earth. Just double check that, red or orange or yellow, nice and flowing all the way down. Just go ahead and make sure it's still wide. If it's not wide, you could recreate it, or you could just comb through it and it'll expand again. All right, and we're going to do the Wei Chi Aura rings. We're going to repair those just in case any of that is needed. And if it's not needed, because like for a lot of people it's not needed because I repaired them 2 days ago on Friday in that healing, you still need to run gold light through them and kind of feel how they vibrate with each other, like the rings on the top and the rings on the bottom and the rings in the front and the rings in the back. It's nice to just run a lot of gold light through them. And like I said, if they need repair, that will repair them. If they don't need repair, it's like a really nice spirit massage or something. It just helps your strength, helps restore you. And those are the Wei Chi Aura rings, the rings of the Wei Chi Auras. I'm going to type that out. We repaired the rings of the Wei Chi Auras. Wei Chi Auras help with strong energy boundaries. Yeah, and there are other previous videos of mine where I spend more time explaining all that, the Wei Chi Auras. You can just search Janet Wright Wei Chi Aura and do something. Do one of those if you want. But you don't have to. I mean, it's not like you missed anything with what I just said. Okay, cool. So we did the Wei Chi Auras and the Wei Chi Aura rings. So now we get to do the repair of the, oh, and I should put a timestamp for this. So timestamps later will be, some of them will be in the info section of this video and also in the comment section. I will post timestamp links. And so that means that, you know, say you've done this video before and you know the intro part and whatever, you know, you can just look at the timestamp links and see, okay, well, I want the start of the healing, and click on that and it'll put you right at that point. Or, oh, I want the start of where we did the, you know, the repair of the chakras, and it'll, if you click on the timestamp link, it'll put you right there. Yeah, of course, right now we're about to do it. So what are we about to do? We're gonna repair all the major and minor chakras that you have. Repair, unblock, melt cords from all the major and minor chakras that you have in your body and your spirit, and to the extent that is healthy and gentle to do right now. And then we're going to do the energy channels, all your spirit and body energy channels. We're going to repair and unblock those to the extent that's healthy and gentle, and repair the protective force field around all those energy channels as well. Okay, but first, the chakras. And like I said, it's all your physical body chakras, your 7 major chakras along your spine, and then your minor chakras, like the 4.5 chakra right here, has to do with hearing your angels. It helps the throat chakra, so it helps with all the 5th chakra stuff, communications. Your kundalini chakra beneath your 1st chakra helps you feel peppy during the day, and it's sort of a charismatic kind of energy, and just keeps you going. And then, you know, ideally you turn off your kundalini chakra to sleep well throughout the night. So anyway, so those are minor chakras, the 4.5 and the kundalini chakra, but then also the minor chakras are all the acupuncture points in the body. You know, like, see all that writing there? That shows all the acupuncture points of the body. So they're everywhere. They're on the feet, they're in the bottom of the feet, they're in the hands, everywhere. You have acupuncture points, right? And those are little chakras. So we're going to call those minor chakras, even though they're very important. So we're going to heal the major chakras of your body and your spirit, and then the minor chakras as well. So we're going to use composite copy technique. So you just imagine one round cylinder copy that you make out in front of you. That's a composite copy. So it represents all of those chakras I just talked about, the major and minor chakras that you have. And this open cylinder, we want to repair it. So it could have like little damage around the edges, or it could have gashes that aren't supposed to be there. It could have scratches in that round cylinder part. It could just have energy blocks, you know, wrapped around it or blocking the openings. So we're going to take care of all that to the extent that is healthy and gentle to do right now. And why is the healthy, gentle part a big deal this time when you do the minor chakras? Because the minor chakras have to do with all the acupuncture point chakras, and your body, you know, there's a certain healthy level of change that is good for your physical body at one time. So have this copy out in front of you of all your major and minor chakras, and go ahead and just surround it with gold light from your hands or from gold suns. Or you could make a big tub of gold water, like it's, you know, gold energy, gold healing energy, but it's, you know, like a tub of water, right? And you just take your composite copy of your major and minor chakras and just dunk it in the gold water and just slosh it around in there. And that way it'll get all repaired and unblocked with the gold water. So you're like giving it a bath. You can splash around with it and have fun and just melt the cords going into it. Really only leave if you're a parent and you have a child that is 13 or younger, then keep the first chakra cord to your child. But you can go ahead and melt all the other cords to your kids, all the other cords to anybody. So definitely if you have an older child, melt those cords, because that's not doing anybody any good. And again, just gold light to repair any damage that might happen. A lot of times it is around the round openings. So it'll be like a little chip missing in the round opening. So you just imagine the gold light repairing those chips so they grow back. And we can unblock the chakras too. Just imagine, you can give them to the angels, give it to the angels if you want. Sometimes there's just kind of yucky stuff that you're pulling off of the chakras. You know, it's healthy and gentle to remove, but it's kind of like, yeah, maybe there's a being or two in it. So just give that to your angels. Just be like, here you go, angels. But it could just be energy blocks too. And then you could just blow them up, you know, ease them out of the chakras and blow them up. Ease them out, blow them up. Or you just have the gold water dissolve it all. To say, yeah. So just, I'm having you unblock the chakras because sometimes the chakra can have so much energy blocks on it that the repair doesn't finish. So that's why it's good to unblock sort of in the middle of your repair process sometimes, just so then it repairs more fully. And again, you're repairing both round openings. And then also the cylinder part, the cylinder part of the chakra, just surround it with lots of gold light so that any gashes that are in there that shouldn't be there are healed up. And then too, you can get hard objects like stuck in the round opening of the chakra. So like say, I don't like that this is white. I have colored paper now. I just don't have it around me right now. But anyway, so say this is like your copy of your chakra. Let's make it a little wider. So you can have hard objects stuck in it. So of course, this is a composite of all your chakras, major and minor chakras. So you may have some stuff stuck in the round openings of some of these chakras. So you just imagine any hard objects that are stuck in your composite copies that are healthy and gentle to remove right now. Just imagine those and just ease them out with gold light and give them to your angels. So it's like I'm easing out this hard object and I'm giving it to the angels. Angels, here you go. So just ease out any hard objects that are stuck in the chakras that are healthy and gentle to remove and give them to your angels. Angels, here you go. Ease out the hard objects. Angels, here you go. Ease out the hard objects. Angels, here you go. And now you can just repair those the round openings, repair the surface there, because with the stuff stuck in there, it can leave a gash. So now that the hard object is gone, just want to heal that surface. All right. So what did we just do? We just repaired all your major and minor chakras. We unblocked them as well. And we melted cords. So good job, guys. Woohoo! So let's go right into the next thing, which is a similar technique for all your energy channels. So energy channels of the body and the spirit. So an energy channel, for example, is like you have an energy channel going down each shoulder and arm to carry energy that way. And that helps with manifesting, helps with self-healing, just have a really strong flow down your shoulders and arms. It really helps you to create on a larger scale in your life and be empowered. So those are energy channels, right? Also, you have, each leg has a very major energy channel to bring up earth energy up the leg into the first chakra. So that's an energy channel. Your spine is like one big energy channel, bringing energy up and down. But also, we're going to do all the energy channels in your body and spirit. So including your meridians, your traditional Chinese medicine maps out all these meridians in your physical body. And so we're going to just consider those energy channels. And so we're going to do those too. So all energy channels of your body and your spirit. We're going to repair them and unblock them to the extent that's healthy and gentle. Because these body ones, you want to do a healthy amount of incremental unblocking and repairing. And I did see that this helped a lot of people when we did it on Friday. So the unblocking of these energy channels, particularly the meridians, of the physical body was pretty awakening for people in a neat way. So, okay, so you just imagine a composite copy of all your energy channels, your body and your spirit energy channels. So like this, but not white. The energy channels, they tend to be the color of the energy that they're carrying. So like here, your energy channel, going this way probably is not red. It's probably, blue and purple and green because it's transporting some extra energy from your fourth and your fifth and your sixth and your seventh down your shoulders and your arms. So it's kind of like a nice peacock kind of combo, of purples and blues and greens going down your shoulders and your arms. But then, like your leg channel is red. So whatever. So there's a bunch of rainbow colors in your composite copy. So you don't have to worry about it. Just use lots of gold light and just repair any holes that shouldn't be there, any leaks or leaking out energy in your energy channels. Just surround it with gold light. And so all the holes that shouldn't be there will be repaired. And you're going to unblock too, to the extent that's healthy and gentle. So you just imagine some energy blocks in these energy channels that need to be melted right now, and just melt them with gold light. And you can definitely use that, make a new gold tub of water, universal healing energy that's set to gold, and then just dunk your composite of all your energy channels, all your body and spirit energy channels. Woo! Deep breath. Dunk that in the gold light. And to the extent that's healthy and gentle, you slosh it around, let the gold light do the work, and repair and unblock all your body and spirit energy channels. And just breathe, think about letting go. Maybe comfort yourself. It's okay. It's okay. I'm safe. I am safe. It's okay. Just to comfort your body, because it's a significant energy shift. To even if you are doing the healthy and gentle amount, it's still, it's still kind of a new experience, to unblock all your energy channels all at once. So, and again, just repair, melt any cords. There could be cords from people going into some of the damaged places. So just melt all the cords. And again, unblock. So you just want energy to be able to travel through the tube, through the energy channel, this composite, so that way energy travels properly through all your energy channels. So I'm getting the sense that, at least right now, I've done to the extent that's healthy and gentle to do. And so if you get that sense for yourself, then you're done. Otherwise, you can pause the video, do a teeny bit more, but pause the video later. I suppose you could pause watching live stream, but whatever. So anyway, you're done, probably. And so go ahead and you can get rid of the composite copy of, oh, no, wait. One more thing. I always forget it. Before you get rid of your composite copy, or if you did, just make it again. So you have the composite copy of all your energy channels, and we're going to repair the protective force field that is around the energy channels. And I think around all the meridians, the body meridians, that force field is red. But I think like a natural protective force field around your arm channels would not be red, because it would just resonate with whatever color of energy you're transporting. So it would be nice and peacock, like green and blue and purple. So maybe don't worry about the color then. Just lots of gold light around the outside of this energy channel composite copy that you have, so that your intention is you're repairing this protective force field that's around the energy channels of your body and spirit. And if you find that there are maybe any beings that are getting in the way of your work, like little beings, because you are a giant, mighty, eternal being, right? But you may have like one or two little pesky small beings like around these energy channels trying to mess with the protective force field. So you just say, angels, can you please recycle any beings that are in the way of my healing work? Angels, can you please recycle any beings that are in the way of this protective force field of my energy channels? Okay, good job. So now we're done with that step. So we can go ahead and move on. So what did we just do? We just finished repairing and unblocking all the energy channels of your body and spirit to the extent that's healthy and gentle to do right now. Okay, so now we get to do the ripple effect again, the conflict resolution ripple effect. In the video title, at least so far, what I did is I wrote CR ripple effect for conflict resolution ripple effect, just because I didn't have enough room. So excuse the abbreviation. Conflict resolution ripple effect. So I explained it on Friday, but basically there's a force field that is around everybody that the angels maintain, and it doesn't go in your space, so you don't have to worry that it connects you to other people in like a negative way or anything. But it's just like a ripply gold light that's around everybody. And So it starts kind of right outside your aura. And the angels maintain it, and you can, when you're centered and present, you could actually send out a message on that little angel communication pool of energy. And so you can make a ripple effect. And, you can make a positive ripple effect is obviously what I would suggest. I think if you put something negative out there, the angels would get rid of it right away. But it would be bad karma, to try to do that. So obviously, don't do that. But anyway, so we were talking on Friday about compassion and about, validating that even if you're not maybe as directly affected by the pandemic, it's nice to be compassionate for others, and others are being triggered by whatever the pandemic is doing to them, medically, financially, whatever, right? And so that's part of why we're doing this ripple effect, but we're also doing it for a sort of a more self-interested reason too, is that if these people around you, immediately in your life, like your sibling or something, like even if they live across the planet, if they know you, they're close to you, like genetically, there's your sister or something, even if you don't talk to that person, how well they are impacts you. Because if they're not very well, maybe they have some resentments towards you, they could be throwing energy at you, and they could be throwing more energy at you because they're more triggered because of the pandemic. So it's in your best interest, even if you're just thinking more on a, me kind of level, it's in your best interest to help these people to be centered in this easy, non-depleting way. So that, because if they're more centered, they're going to leave you alone, basically. They're much more likely to leave you alone. So, but it's also really good karma. So it's like this win-win. So that's that. That's what it is. So you just be present. Don't like send your energy out. It's you stay really present around you. So like think of the back of your aura. A lot of people, when you think about other people, you kind of scrunch forward. So don't do that. Think how all these back layers, 7 layers in the back of your aura. Think about that, the back of your grounding. Think of your back, the back of your head, the back of your shoulders, your legs. Get enough earth energy coming up your legs. And then we're just going to, imagine that gold ripply force field that's outside of you that the angels maintain, and you just touch it with your hands and you make a ripple. And as you're thinking, that determines the nature of the ripple. So we could add one. And it's sort of a heart chakra thing. It's like, it's okay to love yourself. It's okay to love and accept yourself. And and it's a ripple effect that just doesn't go to just one person. It's just a ripple effect that goes out. So it's nice, So something like that, something about self-acceptance, self-love, you could try that. So it's okay to love yourself. It's okay to accept yourself. That's cute. Because self-love and self-acceptance really is good for stress management. Heart chakra helps with motivation, helps with self-care. And, sometimes when people are stressed, it just shuts down, and so to open it back up, maybe reminding someone that they can love themselves, they can accept themselves, could be the little nudge they need, but it's clean. Like, you're not pushing them into anything because it's outside of their aura. The angels maintain it, so it's not a manipulative sort of a space, which is good, because that would be bad karma. Okay, so we don't want that. So the next one, we can do the 2 that we did on Friday, which are more classically conflict resolution type ones, which are your angels can help and guide you. Something about your angels, like your angels can help and guide you all the time, you know, or it's okay to let your angels heal you, something like that. You know, you have angels and they can help and guide you, something like that. So you have angels and they can help and guide you. Your angels are there for you. Your angels can give you a healing. So that could look like, you know, literally like a gold ripple that just sort of emanates out and goes on and on and on. And if you don't see it, that's okay. You don't have to see it. And then the other one that we did on Friday that is sort of classically useful for conflict resolution is it's okay to let go. Because many people that become very pent up and have these subconscious frustrations and then throw energy at you and other people, they don't know how to let go. Like they forgot a long time ago how to let go. And so they're just so full of energy blocks that they become very unpleasant to others, but they're really inside having an unpleasant time as well. So it's nice to remind those people, hey, you can let go. It's okay. And that could, again, be the little nudge they need to start releasing and feeling more like themselves again. So again, all it is, you know, you can put it into your own words, but just, it's okay to let go is basically the idea. You can let go. It's okay to let go. All right, see, so that's very simple. Okay, so I didn't have a timestamp for that. I'll try to get one. Okay, great. So, yeah, I think we do have a little time, because I can do it pretty quickly. For the good karma windows, and I'll explain what that is in a sec. So good karma windows are located in the back of your aura. So basically, like if you put your hand on the back of your neck and the lower part of your skull, like right here, all the way back to the edge of your aura. So like from there to there, that's where the good karma windows are. There's one in each of your 7 aura layers. And they, when they're whole and repaired and flowing nice and safe, so they're just for you, they just allow in a really safe amount of, well, comforting energy from the stars and the moon, but also good karma energy. When they're all really nice, they let in good karma energy from the universe. So like the universe trying to help you, because say you've done good deeds, you know, in this life or in past lives, you get good karma, and it's sort of like, you know, you get a lift and you get help yourself, you know. And so that's part of how the good karma energy comes in, is through these windows in the back. And so, but you want these windows to be safe and whole, and a lot of people have just a lot of energy blocks back here. It's easy to get, and because these are little sensitive locations back here, it's easy to get energy blocks all here, and that contributes to neck and head tension, and like lack of focus. So actually it is pretty theme related because of the focus part. It really helps you be way more present. I noticed when I did this, the good karma windows healing in a different triplet set recently, everybody was like way more present. So let's do it. And if you do the rainbow system where, you know, you set your first chakra with your intention to be red, your second chakra orange, your third chakra yellow, and you could do that right now if you've never done it before. You just imagine, you know, your first chakra and set it to your favorite shade of red. Imagine your second chakra below your belly button, set it to your favorite shade of orange. Imagine your third chakra, right where your ribs meet, right here, beneath your solar plexus bone, your sacrum bone. I'm forgetting what this bone is called right here. Anyway, you have a bone that goes down here. That's so embarrassing. Anyway, right here, that's your third chakra. So imagine that and set it to your favorite shade of yellow. And then your fourth chakra in the center of your chest, you can set that to your favorite shade of green. And then your fifth chakra in your throat, you can set that to like a light blue color that you like turquoise or light blue. And then your sixth chakra, some people call your third eye. And that you can set it to your, like a deeper blue. So like cobalt blue or, you know, medium blue, like this kind of blue, a little bit darker blue. And then purple for your seventh chakra, which is in your head, in the top of your head. You can set that to your favorite shade of purple. So anyway, having done that, what that does is then those aura layers turn into those colors, basically. Like your energy that is being generated by these, now your major chakras, gets spun out in those colors. So then you have red, orange, yellow, green, blue, violet. And so typically what's not your energy, you know, like energy blocks might be a heavy black or a white color. And so you clear that out. So then you have like your rainbow and you just kind of clear out what's not your rainbow and what's not your energy. But anyway, so then just focusing on the good karma windows area back there, directly behind your neck and the base of your skull, just comb through that area, make a copy out in front of you, comb through it. If you don't have hands free for this, just make a lot of gold suns, a lot of ones, and just aim them right there. But anyway, just comb through, and let's go ahead and just first let's get the beings out of the way. So again, you are a giant and mighty eternal being, right? But you can have little tiny annoying ones in your space, and that's true for everybody. So I don't mean to scare anybody, it's just like a thing. Like you're giant and they're these little pesky little things sometimes, so you just get rid of them. Well, your angels get rid of them for you, so it couldn't be easier. So you just imagine, you know, if there are any little beings just wrapped up in this area, just say, angels, can you please recycle any beings that are messing with my good karma windows? Any beings that are in or around or near or messing with from afar my good karma windows. And then your angels will get to work cleaning that up. And then you just relax and maybe have your healthy beverage while your angels do the work for you. Bonus! So you can hydrate and your angels do the work. I wouldn't always recommend that though. Some people really overdo that and they're like, oh, I had my angels repair my aura. And it's like, sometimes angels will repair your aura, but other times they'll be like, you do it. You know. But being removal, yeah, definitely I would just leave that to your angels. You don't have to do that. So anyway, sometimes though they like you to spot them. Like if you're more intermediate or advanced, your angels say, well, okay, where is it? You know, just to like test your intuition, you know? So you can sort of have an intuitive awareness of the beings and then ask your angels, you know, but anyway. So, okay, we remove the beings out of the way. So now there could be hard objects, you know, like this would represent a hard, it could look kind of like this. I mean, the shape of it, stuck in some of the windows. So we don't want that, right? And so you just imagine those, oh, I have a new expression, a gold burrito. So you just wrap gold light around these windows, right? And it's gonna, the gold light is gonna stick to the hard objects, but not to the good karma windows, right? So the good karma windows stay in place, but these silly hard objects from this life or past lives that are stuck in there, that are healthy and gentle to remove, the gold burrito that you're making will adhere to those hard objects. And then as you remove the gold burrito that you just made, gold burrito for people, you know, a burrito, like you eat a burrito, you know? So you just wrap the gold light around the hard objects and you remove the hard objects with the gold. So it's like a big gold burrito, and give it to your angels. Say, angels, can you recycle that? Okay, so we could do that again. Just to remove more back there. So and it could remove energy blocks at the same time, but we're mainly thinking right now of the hard objects that are back there stuck in the windows. So just wrap the gold light around and around and around the windows, and it's not going to harm the windows stay there, and it just adheres to the hard objects. And then you remove the gold burrito, which includes the hard objects, and give it to your angels. So angels, can you take that? All right. And then we're just going to repair the windows, because now they don't have the beings stuck in them. They don't have the hard objects stuck in them. So just do a little extra repair to the frames and to the window part. And the window part would be the color of that aura layer. So red, orange, yellow, green, blue, blue, violet. And light comes through it, like it's see-through, but you can see the color too. So just repair the windows of your good karma windows and repair the frames. The frames look like triple frames. I mean, you don't really have to know that, but in case you're curious, they look like, I drew a kind of a sloppy drawing of them at one point. So this is a triple frame. So they kind of look like that, you know, with the 1, 2, 3 frames. So each one just has these little triple frames. So you just let them repair with gold light. And then now the energy blocks, because the energy blocks tend to, you know, build up a lot of pressure there. And we probably got rid of some of the energy blocks when we did that gold burrito thing. But let's do a little more of the energy block removal. I like to, I mean, you can just use gold light around all the windows and melt the energy blocks that way. So if you prefer, that might be what you prefer. I like to lower all the energy blocks so I see them all together like that, and then just blow them up or melt them. But I like to lower them down, get them away from the windows, just so I can see how many there are better, and then remove them or melt them or blow them up. So just lower them down and then blow them up, lower them down and blow them up. Or like I said, you could just melt them right in place. And these are just energy blocks that are back here, directly behind your neck and the base of your skull. Yay. So how about that? We fit in good karma windows too. Wow, wow. So I'm just gonna get a sense of people. So we're gonna do a silent moment. So you can just have your beverage or breathe or stretch for a second, whatever you need to do while I'm quiet and I just sort of think of what's next. So let's do the callback, bring in part. So call back would just mean that you call back from wherever. There is a short video called Call Back, Bring In. So if you search Janet Wright, call back, bring in, you'll find it, but it'll be linked below by the end of the day as well in the comment section. But anyway, so calling back, you just make a gold 3D object that's like a magnet, and it'll call back your energy from wherever it is. So maybe you left it in the past, maybe you left it in like an apartment you used to live in, or a job you used to have, or maybe somebody else took it or you gave it to them by accident. So you just call back your energy by staying here and creating a gold object that's like a magnet. So it can be whatever shape you want, and ideally gold, because that'll kind of clean off the energy as it comes back. So, you can make a big gold cube or a big gold sphere, whatever you want, or like a U-shaped magnet if that's funny for you. But just make it expand as you call back more and more energy of yours. Just so you can kind of get a sense of like, wow, I have a lot of energy I'm calling back. And specifically, well, just call back any energy that you need, any energy that's yours. And then we'll do a specific one after this. So just call back your energy into this gold object that you made. And then just say, angels, can you clean out this energy? Just so, little for good measure. And so your angels will clean it out, because you said, angels, please clean this out. And then just give it to yourself. Take back your energy. Okay, and then we'll do a specific one that's, specifically for this theme. So call back any inspiration energy, clarity, focus, motivation energy, and taking action energy from wherever it is. If it's yours, call it back. So again, any inspiration energy, motivation energy, focus energy, clarity energy, taking action, just call that back. Any of that's yours, right? Any of your energy for inspiration, taking action, etc. And then just say, angels, can you please clean off this energy? And then just give it to yourself. And two of my participants, they had a little trouble with that, to be able to call it back. They could do that part, but they couldn't give it to themselves. So if you're having trouble with that, it could be, I just helped those two people, but it could be that you have some beings in the way. Just, they don't want you to get all even stronger and even more powerful than you already are. So just have those beings recycled. So if you had trouble giving to yourself, like even if flower healing sometimes is hard for you, giving all that nice energy to yourself, or just calling back your energy, even after your angels check it, it's hard for you to receive it. Just imagine any beings that are in the way of that, just imagine them out in front of you, and then just say, angels, can you please recycle those beings? And, while we're at it, just any beings that are in the way of you enjoying your life. How about that? So any little invasive beings that are in the way of you enjoying your life, just imagine them out in front of you. And oh man, somebody's like, my sister's in the way of me enjoying my life. No, that's not what I mean. You're stuck if you think your sister's in the way of you enjoying your life. Just, your sister may have some beings though. So just imagine any invasive beings that are in the way of you enjoying your life, and just imagine them outside of you, lined up out there, and just say, angels, can you please recycle these beings? Because life is for learning, but you may as well enjoy it too, right? It's for enjoying also. Okay. So now the bring in part is, you'd think that's the same technique, but bring in, the way I use it in that little short video is that we're going to bring in energy of yours that you've been having trouble bringing in, that you made on the astral with your, on the astral in your sleep with your angels. So you can create new energy while you're awake. Just, your chakras make energy all the time, but you can also create and design new energy for yourself in your sleep with your angels. And naturally, you can bring that in every morning. But sometimes people get a little blocked about that. Maybe their mornings are a little too chaotic, or, they're just not as centered. And so it's harder to bring in that energy. And that's okay, because you can bring it in now. So it's an easy technique. You just imagine sort of up above you a little bit, rainbow colored pieces of energy. So it could be red or orange or yellow or green or blue or violet. You don't have to worry about what color it is, but it's rainbow colored energy that is yours, that you've been trying to bring in. So it's like maybe some creative inspiration, or some, patience energy, or some compassion energy, or some creativity energy, whatever, so you don't have to really think about what it is, but just whatever energy is yours that's, you've been trying to bring in, and just imagine it above you and just run gold light through it. And that way it can come in. So you just imagine that energy that you've been trying to bring in, that you've had some trouble with bringing in. I mean, it's yours, you're just a little too blocked about it. So I'm going to help everybody with that. And if it's not quite coming in, you might have still some blocks within you that prevent you from bringing it in. So you can, have a little copy of you out in front of you, and just lots of gold light comb through your chakras, comb through your grounding, comb through your aura, and then also comb through those far off pieces of your energy that you're trying to bring in. Usually they're not that far off. They're like just above you, and you've been trying to bring them in. And we could specifically do, just make sure any related to the theme also you can bring in. So any energy that you've been trying to bring in, that you've had trouble with bringing in, that has to do with inspiration, clarity, focus, motivation, or taking action. So imagine if there's any of that still above you that you haven't yet brought in, go ahead and run gold light through it so that you could bring it in. Because if it's cued up there, it means you're ready to bring it in. It's just you haven't. So just lots of gold light so that can come in. There we go. Yay, good job. So that was just calling back your energy and also bringing in new energy of yours in general, and also related to our theme. All right, so we're close to being done. Is that even possible? Oh, you know what? I know what I want to do though. Some targeted energy block clearing, some more. Like with blanket exercise. Yeah. So go ahead and make a blanket out in front of you, a big gold blanket. Just imagine a big gold blanket out in front of you. And it can be way in front of you if you don't like feeling your stuck energy. I kind of like feeling it, not like forever all day, but just like right before I'm clearing it, I like going, whoa, look at all that energy. But if you don't really like being stuck, you don't want to feel sad or angry or whatever, then make the blanket further out away from you, and then you won't feel it at all. But anyway, just pile onto the blanket any energy blocks that you need to clear. So it could be energy blocks in the way of, yeah, let's do the theme for starters. Any energy blocks in the way of your taking action, your motivation, your clarity, your focus, and your inspiration. So just pile on top of it any energy blocks in the way of your inspiration, your taking action, your clarity, your focus, your motivation. And it could be like a giant pile. It could be 20 piles you just made. And just say, angels, can you please check my piles? And then go ahead and melt the piles. Just lots of gold light, gold fire, gold water, whatever it takes. And just relax. You can touch your face or breathe. Just let the gold light do the work. All right. And then any energy blocks, let's do a pandemic related one. Any energy blocks that are triggered either consciously or subconsciously for you around this global pandemic that is currently happening with, coronavirus. So just out in front of you, big gold blanket, any energy blocks about the coronavirus. So it could be other people's energy in your space about the coronavirus. It doesn't have to be your energy blocks, but it's just blocked energy within you that's triggered about the coronavirus. So go ahead and, make piles on the blanket out in front of you. And then have angels, can you double check my pile? And if you think you don't need to do it, I would just do it anyway. Because it could be like old grief that's subconscious from like a past life where there was, like a whole bunch of people got an illness and passed away. It could be very subconscious, but it's still good to do. So anyway, your pandemic baggage, right? And your angels, can you double check my piles? And then go ahead and melt your piles with gold light. All right. And I had mentioned on Friday about compassion and how this is, potentially, this is within your lifetime. This is the time when the most people on the planet are triggered and going through stress. Just because a lot of people around the planet have stressful lives to begin with. They have a lot of challenges, but then this is now on top of it. This pandemic or the potential of this pandemic in their community. So it's a nice time to have compassion for others. Although, you want it to be a safe compassion where you're not crushed by group pain or fear or anxiety or anything, right? So we could clear energy around that, right? So just make a big blanket out in front of you, any baggage that's triggered about being compassionate. So that you should be compassionate, you have to be compassionate, or you're bad for being compassionate, or whatever. Like any baggage when you think about being compassionate to people going through the pandemic. So just dump any compassion baggage that you have out in front of you. Maybe it's baggage that makes you overgive, or baggage that makes you want to tune it all out and ignore it. So any compassion baggage that gets triggered by the pandemic, just put it in a blanket out in front of you. And then say, angels, can you please double check my piles? And then go ahead and melt your piles. So gold light, just send gold light, gold water, gold fire, whatever, and just breathe. And if you have any trouble melting any of these piles, just say, angels, can you please help me melt my piles? So gold light, and we're just melting any compassion baggage that you have, right? Any baggage that triggers at all, even subconsciously, when you think about being compassionate to people going through hardships. All right, good job. And again, let's unblock the grounding. Unblock your grounding. Make sure it's nice and wide, and just imagine any energy blocks that maybe only half released during this healing, and go ahead and finish that release process. Just melt them completely, wash them all the way down your grounding so they make it to the core of the earth and they just get neutralized and dissolved there, and they go back to wherever they belong. So just go comb all the way through your grounding and just melt away any energy blocks that may have half released and so they're stuck in your grounding. Go ahead and melt them all the way. And then I'm just checking all the chakras. So you can imagine a copy out in front of you of all your chakras. And if you're pretty present, which you would be right now, then you'd have your 7 astral body chakras inside your 7 physical body chakras. So you just run gold light through them. Imagine unblocking them with the gold light. And then just check those inner layers, make sure they're nice and flowing as well. I just sort of check the Wei Chi Aura rings, you know, by sending gold light through the top and the bottom ones, and then the front and the back ones. And then I check the flow in the back of the good karma windows area. Oh, we could make non-resistance flowers for yourself to help you have non-resistance. That's a good note to end on. Just make the healing vibrations that you need out of universal healing energy. So it can be any rainbow colors, gold, whatever vibration of non-resistance that you need right now, and you can just create it. And maybe as a big ball of energy or a bunch of energy flowers for yourself. And you're going to have your angels double check them. So just make your non-resistance energy flowers out of universal healing energy. It's just the right vibration for your non-resistance. And then angels, can you double check my flowers? And then go ahead and give yourself that energy for your non-resistance. And go ahead, let's do some more. Make some more non-resistance energy for yourself. Angels, can you double check my flowers? And then give those to yourself. And then the last one we're going to do is specifically non-resistance for your, the last 2 we're going to do. Specifically non-resistance for this good karma windows area. It's nice to have non-resistance there too, because then they block up less. So more non-resistance for yourself. Angels, can you double check it? And then hand it to the back part there. So hand it to the back of your, the good karma windows area. Non-resistance. And then extra non-resistance for your grounding. So make more non-resistance, and then angels double check it, and then send it down to your grounding. Okay, so then just to wrap up, we'll just say, angels, can you please give me a blessing and a healing? So you can say that with your mind. Just, angels, can you please give me a blessing and a healing? I was just saying thank you to all the 100 people that I was healing. And so the healing part is over. So we can just do a few minutes of only if I'll catch up on what people said, and if you have any comments about how do you feel right now after this healing, you could share those. It's optional, of course, but it's usually kind of interesting. So you could share how you're feeling, how that healing was for you, if there was any part of it in particular that you liked. You could mention that in a little text chat right now. And then in about 10 minutes-ish, give or take, we'll start the Q&A. But we'll see, because it depends on when we're done with this part. And then we'll take a quick break, and then we'll start the Q&A for those of you that want. So I'm going to catch up on what I missed here. Someone says, hi, Janet. Hello. Hi. I get my little waves. Ooh, lots of flowers. Thank you so much. Someone says, I feel a huge energy shift since Friday's healing. Well, good to know. Thank you. I now feel able to move forward with a goal that I have felt powerless to do for a long time. Thank you. Yeah. I think that was the energy channels. Unblocking the energy channels, all the energy channels of the body and the spirit. I think, you know, because all those energy channels include the ones that we unblock. It includes all the energy meridians in the body. You know, traditional Chinese medicine, energy meridians in the physical body, and that's. So I think for you that's what did it. You just had some meridians that had really stubborn blockages for a long time, but it was good to clear now, you know. So you could keep doing that one, especially the energy channels. Unblock and repair the energy channels, and all the major and minor chakras. Says I feel much less victimy. Good to hear. Someone says, hi, Janet. Good morning. I felt a big change in my daily energy and feelings after Friday. Great to hear. That's exciting. Thank you for sharing. Yeah, I think the Wei Chi Aura healing especially, but I think sort of a combo of it all helped you. So good to hear. Did you help me remove my dad's victimy energy? I mean, I think it's just, you know, yeah, when we unblocked the energy channels, you came in, you know, so yeah, the point is you coming in. It's not, so, you know, it's debatable if it was your victim energy or your dad's victim energy or kind of a mess of both. But I'm glad the results are good. Good morning. I feel extremely tired. Yes, I was mentioning you were one of the people that kept whacking your loved ones and them whacking you and everything. So yeah, you've been through a lot in the last couple days, I think. But at least right now you're safe. So just have an intention of, you know, angels, help me to be peaceful, you know, because like, that doesn't always work though, by the way. You know, like I know specific people that, you know, they don't want to be throwing energy at their mother or their partner or their ex or whoever, but they keep doing it. But at least start with that. You know, angels, can you please block any energy that I throw at people in aggression? Can you block that for me? You know, start with that, and you know, maybe your angels will block it for you. That doesn't always happen though. So people can't assume that they're not throwing energy at their partners or their exes or whatever. You know, it's good to like double check with your intuition, because sometimes the angels are like, no, you just need to clear your baggage and clear your repressed anger. You have too much of it. So if we block it, then you're going to stay ignorant. So, you know, but anyway, I think that's why you're tired. There's been a lot of whacking going back and forth. Sternum. Thank you. A sternum bone. Thank you so much. That's the kind of thing that just bugs you, you know, when you can't think of it. So yeah, the sternum bone, beneath the sternum bone, that's your third chakra. Thank you so much. Like sea creatures on a whale or shark, tiny beings attached. Yes, exactly. So you're the mighty whale. You are the mighty, giant, eternal soul. So don't be afraid if you have a couple beings in your space that you need your angels to remove. I feel very relaxed and a little sleepy. Yeah, your third's a little compressed. Your third chakra below the sternum bone. So yeah, just open it up a little. Be like, hey, hello, open up, open up. There you go. I loved the callback bring in part. Good, I'm glad. Someone says, me too. That felt great. Thank you, Janet. I got the healing and I feel uplifted. A happy, light-hearted energy. I really enjoy calling back and energy channels and blanket baggage techniques. Yeah, the blanket exercise is a small 11-minute video, and that's that process of just keeping your stuff on a blanket and melting it. And you can use it for anything. So like if you're so frustrated you want to scream, screaming won't really make you feel better usually. It's just that you have these energy blocks within you and you're stuck in a really uncomfortable way. So you just make a gold blanket out front of you and heap onto it everything that's making you want to scream, and then just, angels, can you double check my pile, and then just melt it, so yeah, it's very all purpose, the blanket exercise. Okay, someone says, okay, my frustration I've been struggling for a few days has melted. Oh, very good. Yay. Yep, energy blocks. So more blanket exercise. Yeah, some people, like you might cord your partner's baggage, they cord your baggage. That Heal Your Mind healing masterclass we did in April can be really good for that. But I noticed some couples still cord each other even after that healing masterclass. But I think it's a good start. Some people it really, really, really helped, that healing masterclass of like, there was a part in that April healing masterclass called Heal Your Mind, where you heal the weak and wounded parts of your mind that allow your participation in that whole baggage cording thing, where you cord your partner's baggage and they cord your baggage, or you cord your mother's baggage and they cord your baggage, or whatever. But blanket exercise gets around that. Even if you have people cording your baggage, you can still do blanket exercise. And if you feel like there are a bunch of cords going into the piles so they don't melt, just melt the cords first and then melt the piles. So yeah, good. I'm glad it helped. Thank you for sharing. Yes, the energy channels made me mellow. Oh, good. Good. Yeah, unblocking your energy channels makes you mellow. That's nice. Yeah, good. Yeah, that's yeah, all those body ones, the meridians, those are part of the energy channels that we unblock. So yeah, that does have a nice mellow effect. It's like free acupuncture. I always feel a huge change and tired after calling back energy. Yeah, I think that's just your third chakra. The tired part is your third chakra. It just blocks up a little. My piles of energy blocks getting in the way of inspiration, focus, clarity look like mountains. Yeah. Yeah, my piles a lot of times look like mountains, but it's good then. That way you clear it. It's nice. Someone says, I feel great. So much clearer and focused. It makes me feel more of my strength and confidence. Good. Thank you so much for sharing. That's great. Yeah, you look a lot more present. Before you were like in like 4 different places at once, and now you're like, so good for you. Oh, and by the way, I don't know who you are. If you want me to know later, you can email me, Janet at janetwrightreadings.com, and say, oh, my YouTube ID is blah, blah, blah. And this is my name. Somebody says, thank you, lovely healing, and glad to hear you pronouncing the name of my town much better. Good. Yeah, I know. I don't know. Well, A, my Spanish, I don't use it that much, and B, I get nervous because I'm like on a live stream. So anyway, someone says, feel better now. Started with weird pain in my stomach and headache. Sat in dark place and listened to the healing. What might be going on? Well, A, I'm glad you feel better now. Yeah, I think, okay, so when you have an ex that is not doing, that it is like really in your space, it's a terrible experience, like, I wonder though, like for example, if a woman has another woman in her space, I don't think it's as negative a feeling. But if a female has a male in their space, it's just like this, particularly if that male, runs a lot of depression or a lot of you know, victim energy, when you have that a victim-y depressed male in your space, it's like you just got bombed, you know. They may not be trying to bomb you, but you know, with enough of their energy in your space, it's just such a much lower vibration. It's just a terrible, terrible feeling. So it just looks like you had an ex way in your space. So maybe just say hi to that person and you know, show him the little your angels can help and guide you waves that you made. Because I noticed like some people, like their dad or somebody in their life, didn't see the waves that that person had made, you know, the conflict resolution ripple effect waves. So you might have to like say hi to your person who's, you know, still triggered and be like, hey, do you see these waves I made? They're really nice. And then it could, that those waves could help that person. And then they wouldn't be in your space so much. So yeah. Someone says, thank you. You're welcome. Thank you for sharing your visual perception so we can learn to see too. Yes, everyone can learn to see. You said, imagine the beings, and I saw them lined up outside of my aura for the first time. Good for you. Yay. Yes, and then you got rid of them. That's the point. Woo! Your angels got rid of them. I felt nauseous within 20 minutes, and then I forgot about it. And now I notice I don't feel nauseous anymore. So that's good. Yes, that is good. It could have been third chakra blocks right below your sternum bone. When your third chakra is blocked, that can cause nausea. Also, just some blocks of like inner energy channels can be nausea related. So you could, you know, maybe proactively do that part in the where we unblocked and repaired energy channels, all the energy channels of the body and spirit. You could kind of do that a little extra, you know, for the next few days. Just, you know, that part where you just imagine a composite of all your energy channels and you unblock them to the extent that it's healthy and gentle, you know, just so you keep flowing. But nausea can be third chakra, but it can also be just energy channels. I probably might still have to do it. If I was a passenger in a car, I get this thing which is half psychosomatic and half probably physical, where I get nauseous as a passenger in a car. And so, but if I put magnets on like a certain acupuncture point that's like right around here somewhere, then I don't feel nauseous. Like if I put like a big magnet on like both of them, I call them my super magnets, then I don't get nauseous. But anyway, it's an energy flow thing, nausea. I mean, there can be physical reasons too, of course, but my super magnets used to really help with that. Someone says, feeling less tired today. Good to hear. Yeah, it was just these techniques together, it does create quite a shift. So you got to keep that grounding flowing and then maybe take a power nap now and then. Someone says, I've been really tired for a week. 3-hour naps. Is there anything left I could use right now? Anything left I could use right now? Well, really tired 3-hour naps. I mean, maybe your body was, you know, kind of fighting something. I mean, needing 3-hour naps, that's, you know, let's do a Q&A, and that's a Q&A question. You always come up with the Q&A questions when it's not Q&A. So Q&A is soon, it's coming soon, and then you'll get your chance to post a question, please. I mean, I appreciate the questions, but yeah, never know. I feel later and happy. Thank you so much for these great visualizations. You are a star. Well, you are very kind. Someone says, I felt sleepy. I hope you feel better now. If not, you could take a power nap. But I'm not sure you got the healing. You know, from me, I think you just healed yourself. And I think your grounding is just a little too compact. Like the energy connection you have to the core of the earth, just make it wide and melt away the blocks in it so that it's flowing better. Because I think you're unable to fully release all you're trying to release. So just imagine the grounding underneath you and make it wide as your whole aura, and melt the energy blocks so that, you know, you can clear the blocks, because your spirit is kind of like, I don't know, that's pretty blocked in there. And if you just melt it all out of you. Someone says, meant to heal myself, but ended up mainly half listening due to a relationship issue. What am I looking like? Well, we have a Q&A soon. You can ask me. Thanks for the healing. I still have a mild headache. 7th chakra is better now than before healing, but it hasn't gone away completely. Is it repressed anger? No, I don't think mild headaches are, I mean, I think with you, it could be physical. I wonder if you had migrafew, that would be really nice. Like there's this feverfew supplement called migrafew. It's like an extract from the feverfew herb called migrafew. We have it always on hand just in case. Migrafew is the name of a feverfew extract supplement. Feverfew is an herb, and if your headache is damp heat related, like it's related to an internal condition, an internal imbalance called damp heat, then that feverfew herb helps alleviate that. So I think it is a little bit physical with you. But anyway, I'm going to... Yeah. Last thing I'm reading before we sign off, and then we take a quick break before the Q&A. Someone says, I have trouble healing or visualizing layers. Like today you mentioned work on second layer for anger. Can I just intend it since I can't visualize it? Yeah, absolutely. I also use a gold hose and just hope it works. Yes, that works. So yeah, you just imagine or intend your second layer. So it's like a, it's right here, your second layer, right? But yeah, you could just imagine it out in front of you and just, or with your intention, with your imagination. You don't have to see. Seeing is always optional. Seeing is not the point. I mean, it is fun though, but that'll turn on in time. So before then, yeah, you can do lots of fun work. So yeah, just imagine, in between my hands is my copy of my second layer and I'm healing it, right now. And, but if you don't like moving your hands, you can do it. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, okay. So someone says, I have less neck and shoulder tension. Shoulder tension is a long time issue that's resolving. Well, good. I'm glad. Yeah, probably the unblocking of the energy channels that we did. But I think also maybe the good karma windows part helps that too. So we did that, the good karma windows stuff, because that'll sort of diffuse a lot of tension back here and help you to get more present, so that when you're here, you flow better. And so then that lightens up the flow in here. So you could repeat that part where we did the good karma windows and also the energy channel unblocking part. Just keep that going. Okay. So thank you so much, guys, for your feedback. It's good to know that, it's good to hear how the healing helped you guys. Someone says, neck pain near the base of the skull at the beginning of the healing, lifted by the end. Was that just blocks in the good karma windows? Yes. It was just, yeah, all that there. The more you repair and unblock back here, the more you get here and the better, yeah, your neck and your back feels. So yeah, that's what that was. The good karma windows stuff helped. All right, good to hear. I'm going to take a 5-minute break. So the live stream will start about 10 to 12 minutes later than I said it would. So I'll edit the time on it. So, but anyway, so it'll start at like, let's say 12:03 my time, which is 2:03 Central, which is 3:03 Eastern, basically in like 5-10 minutes, whatever. It's gonna be an hour-long thing, so just take a break and then look on my YouTube channel for the Q&A and click on it, and I will see you there if you want. So I very much enjoyed working with you guys. Thanks for, and yeah, like this video if you haven't, and if you're waiting on the Q&A before it starts, like it ahead of time. That would be fun. So thank you so much. You guys are awesome, and congratulations for not only caring about your energy, but doing something about it. You guys are rock stars. Woohoo! Okay, bye! Now I'm gonna wait for a second so YouTube doesn't cut me off.